Hello, 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 my beautiful, amazing souls, and welcome to another Friday night tarot and chill. And tonight you are graced with the beautiful, amazing Amanda. You have the lovely Flash, and then we also have our dear sister Sky, who I believe is rejoining in now. Sweet. Super excited to be here with you all. I am so thrilled to be able to share this Friday night space with my soul family and to be able to bring in the energies that we've been transforming through. So, the theme of this week is very much connected to our star family and our star origin. So, I'm really excited to pull messages tonight as inspiration and wisdom from our star family or from our ancestors. Whatever comes through is what's best. But tonight we are going to be connecting with the energy that be, sharing community space and a little bit of love. So we thought we would all share our amethyst crystals to start the evening off. So if you have your very own amazing amethyst crystal, please feel free to share yours and drop it down in the chat. Sometimes you just need a little amethyst love, right? I can't pick. Which one's your favorite? I love amethyst. So, anyways, today I'm super grateful to be here with you all. And I'm going to pass the talking stick over to my dear soul family and let you guys share a little bit about what you're grateful for this week.
Well, I guess I'll go first since I didn't actually mute myself to begin with. So I am grateful for our Disney thing that we went to last night. Not sponsored, but it was super fun. And I was grateful for that opportunity. I'm grateful for the job opportunities that I have coming in and the divine help that has been sent to me. I'm grateful for this space as always and soul family. I'm grateful for my kids. I'm grateful for my cat who has also decided to join us tonight, although off camera. And I'm just grateful for every day that I get to wake up and have the best possible day I can.
Okay, I guess, yeah, I am so grateful to be in this space again after so long. And I loved the word opportunities that Amanda used. I am grateful for the opportunities that are opening up for me right now and just this beautiful path that's just being laid before me that I can choose to go where I want and like how fast I want. So and I'm so grateful for nature right now. It's just been a really beautiful transition period of time for me, and Mother Nature's been supporting that. And so I'm feeling, incredibly grateful. And I'm just feeling so grateful that I can feel grateful. I know that sounds really weird, but like I've been so stuck lately, and I've been a bit like jaded with the universe, like, come on, like shaking my fist. And so just the fact that I'm feeling grateful, I'm like, oh, that's right, I can do this again. So that's where I'm at. And it's so great to be here.
Oh, hi everyone. My name is Sky or May. I'm really grateful because this week I actually ran my first 5K. I was really stoked. I actually did it. I was scared because I was like diagnosed with tachycardia a couple months ago. So like that was kind of scary, but like I ran, I was like doing really good. So that was awesome. And I'm just like thankful for this space and for like the Sagittarius moon that we just had. It was so beautiful and the energies were so lovely. And I'm just so thankful for everything in my life right now. And I'm thankful because I'm trying to move to a new apartment by the water. So like that's like my next step. And I'm super stoked that I might get some funding for that through like rental assistance program. So I'm like really stoked about that. So it's really cool. And I hope that I can move ASAP out of the situation that I'm in right now. So send good vibes so I can move ASAP. That would be great. I love you all. But yeah, that's all I have to say. You guys are all awesome.
Oh my goodness, what amazing, exciting things going on this week. Well, I'm super grateful, of course, for my beautiful soul family, all of you. I'm also really super grateful and excited, nervous. I am going to England one more time, leaving tomorrow to be able to spend some time with my dear partner, my twin soul, my beautiful, amazing, lovely soul family. And so I cannot wait to be able to do that. And then getting the chance and the opportunity to spend some more time with lovely Sifu Boggy and get to go to his amazing Dragon Dog Shaman retreat. And then also Friday, next Friday for Tarot and Chill, instead of Tarot and Chill, we're going to have a workshop with my dear sister Michelle, who's a vocal empowerment coach, and she's phenomenal. So I'm really excited to be able to share that with you guys. So if you're interested in any of the fun things, please, please, please do stay tuned. Keep an eye out in the Discord. All of the ways to join will be in there. So we just had a beautiful sister join us who we haven't seen in forever. Hi, sweetheart. Please join us. Hello.
Hi. I wasn't expecting to talk, but that's okay.
No, you're good. We were just saying hi and sharing our gratitude, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. So
Yeah.
if you feel called to talk, you can, but as always in this space, you're welcome to just be in the vibe.
Well, thank you.
All right, my souls. If we'd like, so like I said, today we're going to be connecting with Star Family, pulling some messages from our ancestors or whatever feels right, whatever is good for us. But I would love to guide us into just a little short meditation, give us the opportunity to ground in our energies and become one in this space together. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. So as you feel called and as you are ready, I invite you to allow yourself to find a comfortable position. And if you have any candles or incense that you would like to light in this space, you're also welcome to do that as well. And so we're going to begin just by bringing our shoulders, let's scrunch those shoulders all the way up to our ears. And we're going to take a big breath in. And then release, dropping those shoulders, coming into your seat, closing your eyes if that's what feels good. And let's take another gentle breath in. And release. Feeling the energy moving through your body with your inhales and your exhales. I invite you to take a moment and pay attention to at least one thing that you can hear in the room around you. And allowing yourself to take another breath in. And release. Breathing in a beautiful silver light, pouring down into the crown of your head. And if you'd like, you can imagine a beautiful lotus flower unfolding. And imagining this beautiful silver light moving through your crown, through your third eye, pouring love and peace into your body as it moves through your heart, following your spine, down into your solar plexus, through your sacral, and down at the base of the spine at the root center. And let's take another beautiful breath in. and release. Dropping this energy into the base of the spine. Let's imagine some beautiful roots growing strong into the earth, reaching down all the way to the very core, and embracing the core of the earth with your roots as though it is a warm hug from Mother Gaia. If you'd like, you can wrap your own arms around you in this moment and just feeling this love coming into your body with another breath in. I'm just inviting you to take a moment to hold gratitude for your body, the many beautiful things that it has moved you through today. And sending my gratitude to you for taking the time to be here today, to give your body a little bit of love and to be open to receive in whatever way is meant for you today. And so as you feel called, you can begin to bring your awareness back into the room around you. Maybe you notice another thing that you can hear in the room. Wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, wiggling your knees and your nose. Opening your eyes whenever you are ready. Maybe as you open your eyes, giving you the opportunity to anchor in a little bit more by looking around, finding one thing that you can notice, one thing that you can see. Maybe you pick out the details of it. Come back into the room. Thank you all so much for joining me in this space. I'm so grateful. And I'm really excited to hear what our star family has for us today. It's been a while since we've connected, so let's see. The first card that came forward for today is the star, the amber star, and it says Electra, and it says, let go. I surrender and allow myself to grieve. This is really synchronistic with a quote that came across today, and it was from Carrie Bradshaw in Sex and the City. And it was, we don't move on when we're ready. We move on when we've outgrown who we used to be. And I love that quote because it reminds me that, I have all these beautiful dreams that I am so excited about, and I can go out and I can take the action and I can do the things. But sometimes I really worry about, like, well, am I ready? Like, when am I going to be, when am I going to be able to do that thing? Or when am I going to be able to step into that area? And it's like, but really, you'll be ready because you'll have outgrown the spaces that you've been. And so I love this message for us to start for today, because it's just a message from your star family, really reminding you of how far you have grown and how much you have been able to really accomplish within your own self. And this doesn't have to be growth in an external way. This really feels like a soul growth, something that's growing into you, yourself, your person. The card that's on the bottom of the deck is card number 7, which is the Cosmic Enchantress. It says, Wishcraft. I attract a steady flow of abundance. I love this because when you let go, the moment you let go, that is when you give yourself the energy to attract, right? It's like if we're thinking about run or chase, or like if I'm chasing after something, it's going to run away. It's not always going to run. But point being, you've let go of that need to bring yourself into alignment. You're trusting the flow and you're allowing your wishes to craft the magic around you. And in doing so, you are bringing yourself into a really beautiful place of abundance. So that is what I have to get us started. I just want to say hello to Lala. Thank you for joining. It's good to see you, sister.
Hello, everyone. Good to see everyone.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm late.
Huge props to Lala's amazing lighting setup. They look so magical and cool.
Okay, but can we talk about your rainbow? Like that is magical.
Oh, thank you. All I did was set my light up different. See, if I move back, it's not as magical. Okay.
No, it's amazing.
It's magic, Kristen. Take it. Thank you, Lala. Appreciate you.
Also, we were never late. We arrived precisely when we were meant to.
Yes, that is
This
right.
is true.
Thank you, Gan.
Yes. So I think it's funny that I pulled pretty much the exact same message. I got the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and then the Page of Cups.
Okay.
So the message I got was to let go, walk away from that which no longer serves you.
Yeah.
Focus on you and bringing in what you need. There's an unexpected opportunity that's about to
Okay.
take an emotional opportunity with it being the cup, but it's definitely something that you're not expecting, but something that is going to be a very good and lucrative opportunity that's coming in. So just keep your eye out for that. Do not turn down something just because it surprises you. Say yes as much as possible in the upcoming weeks.
Yes, say yes. Yes, say yes.
That's it.
Oh, was I on this whole time? I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
Your commentary. I always commentary. I'm just usually on mute.
That's okay. I enjoy the commentary, especially since my message was so close to yours. That worked out perfectly.
Oh goodness. I think my face is as red as your shirt now. It's fine. I'll just stand in the maroon light. You won't be able to tell.
Exactly.
Oh, that was good. All right. Thank you, Amanda. Appreciate
Welcome.
it. Does anyone else feel called for messages? Lala, you were just on time, but you did miss the message. Tonight we are calling in our star family and messages from that realm or ancestors in that area if you feel called. That's kind of the theme. So you might appreciate that considering our little video watch we had the other day. That was, yeah, so.
Oh yes, yes, yes. I would love to pull some cards for that, but I will have to go get the ones I want to pull. So somebody else can go first.
Well, I have another card ready, so I'm excited. This card.
Can I jump in, Kristen, before you do that?
Flash, go for it.
I'm not going to pull up very much tonight, but I just felt called to do that. So let's see. I pulled from my Wild Offering Oracle, and I got spaciousness. So kind of also this this moth here, letting go of what doesn't serve us anymore. Definitely ready for that. And then this one of forgiveness, which is kind of like that final element of healing our hearts right now and allowing that full circle to just that last little bit of wherever we've come through, letting that heal up, and then we can really be fully open for that next chapter, which is empowerment. So we are so moving forward into this cycle of abundance, which I'm so ready for it. So yes, love wants your wholeness and magnificence. Yes. All right. Thank you. I just had to share that.
No, it was perfect. It was exactly what needed to go in between because the card I got is celebration. So perfect leading up. But see, I think the important thing is we're not just celebrating, we've let go in order to celebrate. So we've let go a lot. Let's just put it that way. we don't have to get into the details of its spirit, but we're a whole new person now. So let's see. I kind of feel called to read this one from the book. This one's from the Dream Reading Cards by Rose and Sarah. I always feel like these have really insightful messages. So let's see. The celebrations and social occasions. Card number 7. Celebrations and social occasions represent the anxieties you feel around celebration, rites, and initiations. Okay, so this is a dreaming card. So this means whenever you see the celebrations or social occasions in your dreams, what could this represent or what could this mean? And I like to think about this as a waking dream, like we are living a dream right now. We're just conscious and aware. Okay, so themes such as weddings, funerals, baptisms, birthdays, Christmas, New Year, office parties, graduations, debutante balls, and dance parties. Social occasions with the exemption of funerals are usually joyful and uplifting. Some people like to try to have uplifting funerals too. So, okay, anyways, an opportunity for you to shine and be recognized in public. Dances and ballrooms symbolize the way you express yourself in public. If you are looking glamorous, dancing freely and socializing on the dance floor, then you are at ease with your public image, or it could be a wish fulfillment to be so. On the other hand, if your dreams you feel awkward, rejected as a dancing partner, and with an array of wardrobe malfunctions, consider what is making you feel this way in your waking life. Perhaps you should take more risks and be more adventurous in meeting new people. Interpreting weddings and dreams is complex because it depends on the individual experience. If your wedding is coming up and you dream of things going wrong, it's mostly anxiety about the day. Even if you dream that your fiance is marrying someone else or he or she is cheating on you. Generally, weddings symbolize commitment and relationships. Being the bride or groom suggests that you want to be more involved in your current relationship or partnership. It indicates a new beginning and a special partnership with someone else or your new self. That means your former identity has to die for this wedding to take place. What did we just say? How funny. For a woman who takes on her husband's surname, this is especially relevant, hence the reason why it's common to have death and wedding dreams at the same time. Christmas and New Year's are about managing expectations in your waking life, as the hype around this time can be a source of stress. This also goes for special feast days and other religions and beliefs. Any other type of party in your dream needs to be viewed from your emotional state in the dream. Dreams of graduation, religious ceremonies, and funerals each have a message, as they are rites of passage, symbolizing new beginnings, baptisms, and endings with funerals, and possibilities with graduations in projects, relationships, and self-development. Ooh, okay. So yeah, letting go to become the new. And for anybody that may be experiencing just events in life and you're kind of questioning or wondering what your part or your purpose in this event may be, this is a really good card for you to be able to say that what is your role? It doesn't have to be predetermined. You can choose what it is that you're going to be when you stand in this space, because you are co-creating this waking dream, right? But also, if you have any fears regarding this situation, it's an opportunity for you to see how you can challenge your comfort zone and how you can continue to evolve and move, because we grow all the time, my dear beautiful soul. And I wish I could tell you this is the only time you're going to have to let go to grow, but it's not. I promise there's going to be more. But it's beautiful, right? It's all part of life. I wouldn't have it any other way. I definitely wouldn't. No. I had to think about it for a second, but all right, that's it. That's my card.
Oh my gosh, I just pulled 2 that's perfect to go along with what you just said. Well, actually 3, because these are stuck together. So first of all, the 7 star sisters. Okay, look at this. How perfect, right? Birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression, it says. And then we got Earth School. Because we are here on a mission to learn and grow our soul growth, life lessons, study, higher learning, and then trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So I also pulled from, so both of these are Rebecca Campbell, the Starseed Oracle, but also Work Your Light. So I'm not going to read from all of these cards, but I do feel called to read the 7 Star Sisters and Earth School because there's something we need to learn. But also on this one, I got don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? So this is like light work, right? Like these cards are what you need to do to work on your soul growth. So this is really saying like, it speaks to me, and this is Kristen. I'm laughing because we just talked about this, but not necessarily needing to fit in with your specific niche or whatever. Like, don't dim yourself, don't limit yourself because of your perceived, like, you have to fit in some kind of box, right? Or you have to be some kind of way or some perfect person in order to do what you came here to do. So this is really challenging us and me to think about how are you dimming your light in order to fit in. And that's something that I've been working on. It's like, I want to feel like I don't want to fit in, I want to stand out. I want to shine. I want to be my authentic self. And we all should be able to, right? So we just have to shift our vibration about it and dance, let go, release, do something to shift your vibration. So dancing is a good way to do that. Yes, Kristen. And leap, right? So take a chance, take a risk, do something that you've been thinking about doing, but maybe didn't really have like, all the details that you think that you need to get started or all the things that you have to do, whatever. Just take a leap. And it says, you go first, the universe will catch you. So I love that. And then, of course, it goes hand in hand with the divine timing, trust the timing, right? So when you see an opportunity, take a leap, and trust that the universe will catch you. So do you guys mind if I read these 2 cards real quick? Cool. So the 7 Star Sisters, this card is awesome. And I also want to say, well, where is that? Look, dancing. Seven Star Sisters. Oh, is this one of those weird books? Oh my gosh. Oh, here we go. So it says Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life, Expression. There are new creations that want to be born, beauty that's yearning to be woven, new consciousness that's longing to be breathed into life. If you draw this card, you're being called to surrender to these creations, to usher in a new era of consciousness and do your bit in weaving the web of life. This is the card of the artist and the midwife. You're being called to ponder questions. What wants to be birthed through you? What new creations are whispering in your ear? What beauty are you being called to make? Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is renowned as a planet of manifestation and creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. Somewhere along the way, we stopped seeing ourselves as artists, as creatives, as poets. Yet to be human is to be creative. Creativity is part of your true nature. Perhaps you're being called to surrender to a creative project, such as a new business or a book. Or perhaps you're being called to weave beauty in your home or in the way you cook. Regardless of the end result, you're being called to express yourself through creativity, to surrender to the creative projects that both scare you and excite you, to find a way to weave beauty back into everyday life. For where there's creativity, spirit and soul are present, and the world needs those qualities now more than ever before. So the question is like a journaling prompt is, what new creations are you being called to birth? Oof, that one was a doozy, right? And then Earth School. Yeah, so it's like everybody else has been saying, it's a time for manifestation, but it's also a time for like action, like do the things. Like Kristen, we talked the other day, just do the things, right? So it's coming back around again to slap me in the face. But obviously there's still something I need to learn in Earth School, but again, taking a leap. Look, she's like fully diving in, swan diving right into it. So we got Planet Earth is a great initiation for the soul, and life lessons are the curriculum for which we enroll. These aren't one-time lessons, but themes we choose to circle around, deepening our experience of them as we make our way through the spiral of life. Life lessons aren't only about getting it right, they're also about getting it wrong. Remember that Earth is a planet of polarity Remembering that Earth is a planet of polarity helps with this understanding. Each year, the study deepens more and more. If you pull this card while you're going through a difficult time, you're being prompted to remember that your soul came here to grow and learn. Try not to look at difficult times as getting it wrong. Instead, see them as opportunities for soul growth. If you can find a way to grow and soften your heart through the highs and lows, your soul is most definitely growing, which is the whole point, right? Pulling this card can also mean that you're being called to embark on a new era of study or growth. This could be through structured learning, such as university, school, or a training course. If you're having difficulties in a relationship, you're being reminded that these are opportunities for soul growth. After all, relationships are known as the #1 way that we grow as souls while we're here on Earth. How are you being called to grow or learn? Lots of powerful questions in that. So I'm going to mic drop on that and pass it to somebody else.
Well, I was just going to drop that little bit of wisdom in your pocket and say, here's your journal prompts for later. Press pause if you need to. Go back and listen to those, jot them down. Thank you, Lala. That was very, very powerful.
So following that up, I have a little bit of Alice for you. So I got Keeping Up, which is number 40. You Can't Go Back to Yesterday, which is number 44. And All Must Have Prizes, which is number 13. Yep. So the message I got from this one is it takes a lot of effort to people please when the only person you ever need to please is yourself. The only person you're ever in competition with is yourself. So it says on this one, be in the present, which is what we all need to be focused on. Be in the here and now, do what you need to do in this moment. Don't worry about what happened in the past. Don't worry about what's going to happen in the future. And really, it's the best way to bring in your manifestations is to focus on what you can do right now, what you have right now, what is happening right now. Enjoy each moment as it comes. And that way, not only you're going to have a more peaceful life, but you're going to attract so much more into you, because when you're focused on the present, you're being yourself. You can't avoid being your authentic self because you're not focused on anything else. So that's just naturally going to call in everything that's in your vibration, everything that you're meaning, everything that you're wanting to have and wanting to be is just going to naturally come into you. And that's basically what Alice is telling us today, is not to concern yourself with anybody else. Just focus on what's going on with you today, just for today. And don't worry about anything else. Everything else will fall into place.
That's beautiful. I needed to hear that. Thank you, Linda. Beautiful sisters. I just wanted to look at you for a minute. I love you all. I got a really cool card. I feel like that follows that super well, and it's changing faces. I just want you guys to look at this. Look at this cool. Look at this card. It's the shadow and the light. It's the crow and the hawk. It's all of the phases of the moon, and they're in this really beautiful balance, right? The changing faces, and like just a weird, cool synchronicity for me. I got a crown that looks very similar to this one today. So just a little affirm in this now moment, you really have given yourself the opportunity to, I don't know why I keep hearing the word like molting, like you've been through your molting phase, and you know you're now in this space where you're no longer molting. You've become, and it's a weird place to be because you almost have to relearn who this person is, right? Like even though you've become them, you've molted. It's like the butterfly doesn't realize they're a butterfly probably until they're flying around with all the rest of the butterflies, and they're like, oh, okay, yeah. So just continue walking your path. It may feel very solitary. It may feel very solidarity, right? Oh my goodness, my words. It may feel very solo at the moment. You may feel like you're walking very much alone, but what your ancestors and really what I'm getting from this is not only your ancestors as in like past family members, but past versions of you, not just in this lifetime, but past lifetimes are standing beside you. They're standing behind you. They are supporting you in the steps that you walk now, because you are the point of energy that is still existing, that is still moving. And so you are the only one that can carry through the wisdom that you've gained in all of the lifetimes, right? And so it's up to you to share it in whatever way works best for you, in the ways that you feel called. And what I'm seeing right now is almost like this like a walkabout, if you're familiar with that. If you're from Australia or the New Zealand area, the walkabouts, or some religious groups will do this similar term where it's like you sort of cast away the traditions that you grew up with, and you move into your own, and in that phase you're going through, you try new things, you experience spaces you've never been in before, and you learn what you like and what you don't like. And then after this walkabout, you come back to your home, and when you come back to your home, everything is different. The home isn't different, nothing has changed in your home, but you have changed, you are different. And so now it's a place of realizing, well, is this still well, first of all, home will always be home, but is this home still in alignment with who I am now? And if it's not, where am I meant to go from here, and how will I allow myself to go in that space, but really trusting your path and trusting the steps that you take, and seeing the places that you desire to go, and allowing yourself to become deeper connected with those depths of who you are and what you desire, because that's what's really going to bring you into those spaces. So yeah, that's it. I just love the artwork on this card. It's gorgeous. I don't know why the black and white is just really, it's doing it for me. The hawk and the crow. Oh, it's good. So, all right. That's pretty well. I'm feeling pretty complete with my messages. Does anyone else? Who else? I feel there are definitely still messages in this sister group. So as you feel called.
Yeah, I have my one last card, but if anybody else has a card, they can definitely go before me.
I was going to say we haven't heard from a few of our friends if they'd like to share. If not, Amanda, the floor is 100% yours.
All right, I will go ahead then. I got a lot from this card. I'm going to read from the book because with this deck, I always read from the book. But I got a lot from this card when it came up. So it's number 22, which that number has been stalking me for a week now. She feels, she knows. And just the pain on her face and then the peacock feather caught my attention. But I'll go ahead and read this. So it says, an illumination is erupting from within you as a vision that is bringing what was once obscured into clarity. This is not likely to happen as a blinding, shocking insight, but as more of a softer, gentler knowing. It's like knowing something without understanding exactly when or how you came to know it. This insight will assist you, and you are asked to honor it. You will know which insight it is at the right time. Your heart will tell you. You are therefore being asked to rely upon the clarity that's coming to you now, or has just recently come. Gently, but firmly, from that place of knowing, intend to act and take your next steps forward. This oracle comes to you with guidance, particularly about long-range or long-term developments. Something that is far bigger than the immediate situation, issue, or moment is of importance, although you only have a dim sense of that possibility at best. The situation you find yourself in right now may not be one of joy, but in time you will understand more of the bigger picture. You will come to see why things are happening as they are, and how you're being helped onto the next stage of your path, even though it may look like an obstacle right now. You're being asked to think in terms of long-term happiness. Sometimes this warrants change, currently big change, or even temporary restrictions in the short term. If you can't see how the present can possibly become what you sense the future to be, this message is especially relevant. Through the natural process of transformation, great leaps are indeed possible. Oh, we had the leap card earlier. That's funny. You simply must be prepared to surrender into the process with absolute trust. This oracle brings you specific guidance. The situations in your current life are particularly geared towards a more significant manifestation that is coming to you, according to your life path and purpose. This is a stage of preparation and of building a foundation that will hold you strong and centered as your creative journey unfolds and your life path becomes even more brilliant and luminous. So keep plugging away, remain patient, but most of all, be hopeful and trust in the light you sense ahead of you. For it is the light that's within you, simply revealed more fully. And all that is happening now is happening to that end. So the healing process with this. Stand with your feet at hip width and your arms loosely and comfortably at your sides, slightly away from your body. Say aloud, I feel the light of all that I am and will be unfolding from within me now. Stand still and rest your eyes on one point, or lightly close them if you feel you can do so without compromising your balance. Feel, sense, imagine, or perceive that there's a pure light switched on inside of you, almost as if an internal light switch was flicked on inside of you. Perceive or feel that the light is growing brighter, bigger, and wider and more radiant. Allow it to shine outwards from within you, as if there was a vibrant sun at the center of your being, with its rays extended outwards in all directions. You are a radiant, glowing being. Can you feel the joy and uplifting happiness of this? When you're ready, say, I surrender what is into the loving fire of transformation, the light of which illuminates the present and manifests the future in the highest creative expression of unconditional love. Be with that light for several moments, then place as much of your intention as possible into your feet, feeling the connection to the ground beneath you. Feel the present moment by being aware of the physical sensations of your feet. Feel the coolness or the warmth. Are they tingly, cold, or stiff, and in need of some flexing and stretching? Move your feet as you wish and in your own time. Simply open your eyes, move around, and return to your day or evening. You've completed your healing process. That's it.
That was really powerful. Thank you, Amanda.
You're welcome.
I love that. I have some cards.
Go for it.
Okay, is everyone done with the readings?
Wait, what?
Okay.
Wait,
Oh, I
what?
was like asking if I can go next because I wasn't sure.
Oh yeah, you're good. You're so good.
Okay, cool. So I pulled a really fun card that I never really pull. So I pulled abundance, which I'm like, yeah, we all could use some abundance. And it says, prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Release any mental blocks you may have. In fairyland and human land, there is enough abundance for everyone. And then the next part I pulled was journey. And it's this card. It's so pretty. It's with like the hair and like a beautiful fairy. Sorry, my like CGI is kind of like blocking it. But it says, it's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned. Either way, make sure you're ready when the time comes and pack your passport now. And I feel like it's kind of cool because you're going to go to Europe, Kristen. So you're going on that journey. So that's really cool. And the last card I pulled was like hidden depths and it looks like that. Oh, I'm sorry. The CGI is not letting you guys see it. Anyways, it's called Hidden Depths. Something hidden is about to come to light. Perhaps a secret memory at the back of your mind. When we expose what's hidden, we become free. So I think this calls for like, going within, like meditating and really just like saying, what your guides, have to show you so you can like really discover these parts that you have yet to like, discover about yourself. Because I feel like we're all stepping into like these new versions of ourselves with like, the Sagittarius moon just happening, and us like being called to just really be super authentic and like go of things that no longer serve us. And I feel like that's what we've all been talking about today. So it goes like full circle with that. So I love this. And I'm super stoked. Those are the 3 cards that I pulled, but I'm just excited for this new phase in all our lives. I feel like it's a new timeline and good things are coming. So just do not fret if things do not look like they're like really intense right now because it's going to get better. So yeah, that's all I have for tonight. I love you all. You guys all rock. Oh, yay. Okay, who's next?
Yes. Amplifying that energy times 10. Thank you. Yeah. Does anyone else have any cards? Do we feel called? Or are we feeling good? Like one card from this deck might be maybe. We'll see. And you know what? The one thing I feel like we are missing tonight is our game. We can't. How are we gonna play our game because we have too many people to do individual readings? Amanda.
We gotta do Disney stuff.
Disney. Okay. I love it.
Oh my God, wait, I pulled one more card. Can I read it?
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yes, yes.
Okay, it's called Friendship. It's so cute. It says, "Fairies and humans alike need friends. Now is the time to seek out those who will support and encourage you on your journey to fulfill your dreams." So I think we're just being called to just really make sure that people in our circle are really supporting us and not draining us. Just make sure that people that you're around are really like, making you feel good, and to let go of those that are not. So that's what I have to say about that. I love you guys.
Yes. Yeah. If you're not liking the vibe, that's cool. Find another vibe. There's a vibe out there for you. I promise it's your people will find you. Put out that intention. And if you feel right here, this is it. We vibe.
I love it. That's so true. It's so true.
All right, you guys, I felt called to pull one more too. I pulled from my White Light Oracle deck and I pulled this. I've never seen this card before. It's called Sovereign Queen Maeve. And I know, like, she's owning it. And like, that's the gist of this card, is kind of, stepping into your strength, knowing your resourcefulness. You are on the precipice of all as always, like this cycle, you're on the precipice of the cycle of everything you're seeking, and it's all coming to you. But be firm with your boundaries. Like you step into it and hold it. And Maeve is wild and determined, queen of the Fae, a fearless guardian and protector of territory. So like, be assertive, but not like aggressive, and engage with life and claim your true place in the world. So I don't know, that's what I'm totally getting from here. And it really echoes a lot of the messages I've seen tonight. So I just love when that comes through. So I feel it. I feel you all. I'm so excited for everybody, these opportunities that are opening up and the path forward, and just, yeah, loving ourselves, like that next level of self-love, and understanding how to integrate that at this deeper way, so that we're pulling in our abundance without, like, that external thing you were talking about earlier, Kristen. It's not this external, it's all within us, and we understand that, but now we get to go even deeper into that understanding, and it's like, oh, there's more. And sometimes it's like, oh, there's more, but right now it's like, yes, there's more. So that is so exciting.
Could I get you to read from the book for that card? Because that card has a special meaning for me, and I would love to hear what the book.
Totally. It's long, so I didn't want to
Whatever works for you, whatever feels right in your heart.
There's a little blurb here. Let me read the short paragraph. Value what is sacred to you by protecting it from interference, even that which may be well-intentioned. Be compassionate, but set firm boundaries. You're going to triumph over a negative situation. It will take courage, but you have more than enough inner strength, resourcefulness, and boldness to accomplish what you wish to attain. Do not give up. You have the ability to connect with higher worlds, so open your heart and mind to the light. And I can take some pictures of the rest, because there's also like a healing one, but there's like 3 more pages. I'll send that to you.
Thank you, Flash.
Yeah.
Oh, that was gorgeous.
And actually, I pulled some cards as well, so I'm gonna hop in, and it kind of actually correlates to Jess's reading as well, which we got the Lovers, and that is just showing that you can give yourself self-care even at like the worst times. I feel like everybody's kind of like feeling very rushed with time, and understanding that this is the Hierophant in just like regular tarot, but the nothingness of it is just like, you feel like you're in between. You're at the cocoon stage of like, oh, I got everything, like I just recently moved, and now you're kind of just stuck in this like stagnation, but it's not stagnant. Like it feels like it's in like a couple days, but you know that once you get out more, and I'm seeing a lot of like greenery, a lot of walks, a lot of like, take time for yourself, do self-care outside of your house instead of inside. Like it's good to take a bath, but also to like go out, because like you are the source, you are the one bringing everything in, and especially like talking down upon yourself too, you're calling that all in, but like seeing yourself as the source, and you are not an outsider, even though it feels like you are. Just get outside. You're stuck in your head. And that's probably even the outsider like telling you you are stuck in your head. Stop believing those old patterns, those old stories. So good things, all exciting.
Ooh, that's great. Oh my gosh. Did you know that I don't know where it is. It's in my pile over here, but I just got that deck a week ago.
Yes, it's my OG. It's my first deck that I got. So
Are you serious? This deck is intense. This deck is
I always have a disclaimer on everyone, just be like, hey, this deck is gonna make you cry, angry, or punch me. Like it's not it's not anything to like just it's yeah. Words.
it's a good
Yeah,
one.
when you first started playing cards from it, that's what I said immediately. Oh, that's Laura's deck.
Mhm.
Sweet. All right. Any other collective message? Yeah, la la. Yeah, la la.
So I felt called to pull from the Twin Flame Ascension deck. And just hear me out, because 3 cards flew out of the deck. Okay. And so the cards, so the first one is like, I'm hesitant to say it after like, Solaris is like lovely love energy. This karmic relationships came out. Releasing the past. Okay, so I feel like this is a past energy that we are being called to release. And toxic cords and ties that we have from past partners. And then we got a false twin flame, intense change, which this card, like, holy crap, right? Like, it looks like a phoenix to me. But there's so many things hidden inside of this phoenix. Like, there's painful eyes, but like warrior spirits. If you see the eyes behind there, right? So intense change and transformation with the phoenix as a result of releasing this karmic relationship once and for all. And then sacred sexuality came out, accessing the unified field, which is like a really beautiful card, right? So I feel called to read the book on the first 2, definitely, because somebody may be dealing with a false twin, or their toxic past karmic relationships may be trying to come back in, or attracting a new karmic relationship that is going to teach you lessons, but maybe not the ones you really want to experience right now. So I feel like this is sort of like a warning, but also like a cleansing and releasing of toxic energy, so that you don't attract that, and that you treat your relationships and your body as a temple, and your sexuality as sacred. That you don't just let anybody have access to you. So these are kind of short, so I'll keep it short. First of all, look at all those cords. So many attachments, so much entanglement, so much heartache, so much pain from the past, right? Just the lightning bolt just like wants to destroy it all. So it says karmic relationships are generally romantic in nature, and these partners are present themselves to help you release your past. Typically, these soul teachers show up to help you release toxic relationship patterns related to unrequited love. This card implies that you should not jump into a new relationship before you have fully healed your wounds. Otherwise, you may attract a new karmic partner, which would keep this cycle going until you wake up and choose to move beyond these limiting patterns. Let go of feelings of not being good enough for lasting love so that you can discover your own worth. Then you will learn to set loving boundaries that will bring eternal love into your life. Karmic lovers assist you in releasing emotional ties that pertain to obsessive and addictive personality behaviors that are linked to jealousy and codependency. See the gift in these lessons and let go of one-sided relationships. Make a decision to leave behind old love stories that cause you to chase after the adrenaline rush of roller coaster type love. This will free you to move forward with healthy relationships. And I think it's so interesting because, like, I've shuffled these cards so many times, and this card came out, and then after I was shuffling again, this card came out, but it's on the next page, the false twin. So the lessons you learn from a false twin flame experience can closely mimic a karmic relationship. However, a false twin flame connection is much deeper and will generally come into your life quickly and blindside you like a freight train, because the purpose is to create intense change in your life. The purpose of these relationships is to produce an accelerated awakening process. Most often, a false twin flame appears after your true twin flame has come into your physical reality. Generally, this type of encounter occurs with the twin flame that is the so-called runner. These connections are very deep and involve an intense physical romantic connection, which is necessary to clear any remainder of ego related to chemical love patterns. This card implies that you have attracted someone into your life who represents the deepest, darkest sides of yourself that you have not been willing to acknowledge until now. They have shown up to help you release feelings of despair and not feeling good enough, so you can take back your power and align with the true love within. Ooh, I love that. And then sacred sexuality. We have been taught that the physical act of making love is a forbidden fruit that tricks us into pursuing sinful desires. In truth, lovemaking is an integral part of all creation that represents your capacity to tap into the energy of divine love. Consider this card an invitation to release toxic beliefs and negative programming that have caused feelings of shame and guilt and blocked your ability to experience heartfelt sexual pleasure. When you practice sacred sexuality, it awakens your lover within, activates your spiritual light body, heightens your ability to reach celestial realms, and makes a connection with your divine source. So open up and tune into the universal laws of lovemaking. Expanding your receptivity helps you tap into multidimensional planes to experience orgasmic bliss and enhance your creative abilities. To reach this level of ecstasy, you need to remove energetic interference by extracting cords. Okay, extracting cords connecting to past sexual partners and heal previous sexual trauma. Disarming your energetic field will turn fear into love so you can cosmically merge with vital source energy to create a temple of love. So we got to release any residual toxic or maybe even new that's coming in, like when you are shining your light and you're showing your authentic self, you are attractive and people will try to latch onto you. And so it's just a warning, just a gentle warning that don't just go trusting every person that you meet, but also be open to love, but divine love, right? The kind of love that deserves you and your love. That's it.
Lala, dropping them few thoughts on us. I was just thinking Ooh, baby, I love you man, every day. Hey. I don't know why that was the song that came in. So, anybody else? Messages? That's a question mark. So just to be totally transparent, Kristen has to catch a flight in about 8 hours from this moment in time. So we're probably not gonna have space. And let me just clean that real quick. We're not gonna have space for individual messages for tonight, but I do have one more collective, and I want to invite everybody else here. If you have any more collectives, let's definitely share all of those. And yes, so I love you all so much. And I feel like these messages have spoken very deeply to me on a personal level, regardless of receiving individual messages. So, but with that said, I'm grateful for all of you all sharing your amazing gifts and talents. And I'm so blessed to have so beautiful soul family in my life. And I just want to ripple that energy back into your all spaces. So thank you for being here, and thank you for sharing your soul, heart, wisdom. And yeah, let's share any final collective messages that we have. So baby, I love you every day. Okay, now we're gonna just have to listen to this song. I'm gonna share mine. We'll start with the Mystic Magdalene. And this card I thought was really cool. I pulled it right when Lala said the forbidden fruit. And if you guys can see, it's Mary, it's Mary holding the apple, right? Which is the forbidden fruit of knowledge. And it's like, I sometimes feel burdened, I guess, with having the knowledge I have. Like sometimes it's like, wouldn't it be nicer if I could just not know any better and I could just do this, like live this way or do this thing or whatever. But the fact of the matter is I do know better, and I am aware. And so rather than trying to put myself in a reality that doesn't exist, let's be real and honest and say yes, but because we have that wisdom, and because we have the ability to see deeper into situations and understand things on a more intricate level, it gives us the opportunity to really plant a lot of beautiful seeds. And actually, look at that. It's not an apple. What? It's a pomegranate. Oh, snap. I didn't even read. Okay, it's a pomegranate. Anybody know the spiritual meaning of a pomegranate? Because I don't. That's a first for me. I'll have to look that one up. Anybody? Pomegranate?
Yeah, it's still similar. It's a lot more of a abundance component of it, but it also can, at least in certain cultures, like it also holds a lot of knowledge. So there's still this knowledge component to it. Whether it's forbidden knowledge, I don't know, but there's still a similar element there.
Thank you, Flash. Also, I love pomegranates. Now I really want one. Oh no.
Also, pomegranates. The reason pomegranates are a winter fruit is because it's associated with Persephone and her leaving Earth to go down to be with
Hades.
her mate.
Okay.
So it's very much a twin flame fruit.
Oh, so leaving the realm, the current realm of existence, to move into the next dimension of existence with the person, sort of.
Yeah, so she spends 6 months of the year here. She returns in spring. She's here for spring and summer. And then she goes back down with the fall equinox to be with her mate for 6 months of the year. And that all occurred because while she was in the underworld, she ate 6 pomegranate seeds, granting her 6 months of the year that she can return to that realm.
Thank you, Amanda. I love that. I knew Persephone went down with Hades, but I didn't know it was the 6 months. That actually also makes a lot of sense for my situation. So, okay, let's see. I'm curious what the book says, just because this is a new deck to me, and it's short. It's pretty short and sweet. So it says, "Holding the seeds, fertility. The time is ripe, and the ground is fertile for your project. Whether it's creating or designing a new life or starting a new venture, the time is now. Mary Magdalene is holding the holy fruit. She is with child, and although she must conceal it for the moment, the baby is burgeoning and growing daily. Her innermost smile is glowing with the secret that dwells within her. Ooh, she does have a little smile on her face, and her heart is full. The pomegranate is the universal symbol of fertility. Okay, thank you, book. Because of its many seeds, it was thought to represent the virility of man. Okay. It also symbolizes eternity and the indissolubility of marriage. Okay. It is said that King Solomon designed his crown on the pomegranate's serrated crown-like flower bud. He also decorated the walls of his temple in Jerusalem with its image. In many ancient writings, the pomegranate was considered a holy fruit found in the Garden of Paradise. It is possible that the fruit of knowledge was not an apple, but a red pomegranate. How interesting. As a symbol of immortality throughout the ancient world, Mary Magdalene would have known the significance of this fruit. Egyptians' Ebers Papyrus dates to around 1500 BC and is one of the oldest medicinal texts. It lists the healing properties of the pomegranate, and its health benefits are recognized by modern science and attributed to high levels of phytochemicals, the naturally occurring medicine in the plant kingdom. It was one of the first fruits cultivated in the Middle East. Whether creating or designing a new life or venture, it is time for you to get started. Don't let this moment pass you by, but keep the idea secret until you are ready to birth it into the world. So that's, I'm pretty sure, our third and final message regarding birthing and bringing our projects into the world and allowing us to be in that essence of fertility. And then just a really random side note for anybody that this feels relevant to, go get a pomegranate and eat one because it has some health benefits in it waiting for you. So that's it. That's my final message for the collective. Yeah, immortality. Yes, immortality. 100%. Yes. Yeah, and the longevity of relationships was in there too. The eternity of marriage and the dissolution, I guess, of marriage. I feel like that could also be related to just like soul marriage and soul connections. And it's like, I don't know. I can tell you guys a million times. You can leave and come back to this space as much as you'd like, and you will always be welcome, right? But it's that knowing, that feeling of like soul family, that soul family tie. It just lives. It lives on. No matter what body we're born into, we will be soul family. So maybe in the last life you were my dad and you taught me many things, and in this life I'm your best friend and now I teach you many things, or who knows what the case may be. But regardless of whatever our titles may be, we come back in soul tribe together. And so yeah, just remembering that we always have one another, no matter what form or vessel we carry. So love you all dearly. Thank you so much.
Can I just piggyback off of that, Kristen? Just the emotions of soul family right now, like this space, it's so nice to see so many faces that I haven't seen in such a long time. I'm out and busy in the world doing things and getting closer to bringing that project out, and I'm making these connections, and it's really amazing. And at the same time, I'm like, but I wanted it to be like all of you guys, like all of the time. And it's like, the universe is like, yeah, but you can always come back here. It's like, we can't always be here together right now. We got to go out and do what we're doing. And it's really great. So having that space, and like you said, really feeling like you can come back here. And I'm feeling that today just because it's been so long. And I'm like, oh, I'm here and I feel so comfortable right now. And I really appreciate that. So I love you all too.
Just big love, just big soul hug. It's like, I'm just gonna hug you real quick. Oh, yeah. Big hugs are always good. All right. Messages, Amanda, Lala. Okay.
Lola, do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. So I just have 2 cards. I'm gonna quickly read out of the book. I got the gift of giving, speaking of winter pomegranates, and authenticity. So, the authenticity says, the truth of you refuses to remain hidden. Your authentic self bursts at the seams of the disguise you wear like an ill-fitting suit. The true you will not be contained. This card heralds a time of greater authenticity in your life. You may find that old masks no longer fit. The role you once played to placate others may lose its appeal or no longer be convincing. The time for white lies and misrepresentations of self is over. The time's come to be who you are wholeheartedly. This card also encourages you to learn to see others as they truly are. Do not be fooled by those who seek to hide behind the same mask you once wore. They're simply scared to be seen. Lead them into the light with gentle encouragement and gestures of acceptance. Treat every offered secret and exposed nerve as a gift. Our authentic selves are as precious as they are vulnerable, so treat others as you would like to be treated. Never forget that authenticity necessitates a bearing of the soul that should be treated with appropriate reverence and respect. And your affirmation is, I love and accept all of me. I'm perfect as I am. And then the gift of giving. The gifts of your generous heart are always valued and appreciated. Though you may have been struggling to allocate time or resources to charitable efforts lately, trust in your giving nature to balance the scales. 100 tiny acts of kindness add up over time, and you've been a beacon of compassion for many years. This card asks you to continue gracefully and graciously doing the best you can with what you have. Let go of any notion that it may not be enough. Share what gifts you have regardless of their so-called worth. Your offerings will evolve and expand as your mindset shifts from scarcity to abundance. Stop. Take a moment to be deeply grateful for all that you have. Know that in time, apparently that part was important. So let me read that again. Take a moment to be deeply grateful for all that you have. Know that in time, the universe will grace you with more. Gratitude paves a direct path to abundance. By allowing yourself to receive, your capacity to give expands. And the affirmation for that one is, I'm deeply thankful for everything I have. The universe blesses me with all that I need to give to others. That's it.
Okay, well, I got it's just I'm just laughing because my last message, was like kind of dark for some it may have been triggering, but then Spirit never fails to bring it all the way full circle to divine union. Okay, and it's again the message of not divine union necessarily with a partner, but with yourself. Balancing your masculine and feminine energy, and when you do, and you are doing the work yourself, and you are living in your authenticity, then is when you can attract that divine union and bring that in. But this card is beautiful. The Sri Yantra. Oh my gosh. I love these sacred geometry, the cards, the sacred geometry in these cards. So it says yin yang, balance, masculine and feminine, sacred connection, divine union, integration, DNA activation, Sri Yantra. With this card, you're invited into undergoing a sacred union of self, unifying all you are from an atomic level to physical, mental, emotional, and energetic level, an activation of your DNA. You are not simply man, not simply woman. You are a spiritual being whose physical body is not permanent nor constant. Its current physical manifestation is merely a fraction of what you are. It is time to integrate all of who you are, masculine, feminine, light, dark, active, passive, into one sacred being. The celestial cosmic beings mirror your yin yang aspects through their own dance of day and night. One does not exist without the other. You do not fully exist when you are ignoring, resisting, or avoiding the aspects of self you find distasteful or confusing. The Sri Yantra acts as a meditation. A meditation tool, which you can begin the ritual of sacred union of the self. The time for simply being content with the small you is long past. Become the big, all-encompassing you now. So it's bringing it home with the embodiments, being your authentic self, doing the things that light you up, and releasing, negative, toxic patterns from the past to get this divine union of self and your twin.
Ooh, la la, powerful. Oh my goodness. Those cards are always, I feel like they're always talking directly to me. So thank you. Appreciate you sharing. All right, soul family. Any further messages for us as a collective before we end this space today? Beautiful. Well, my heart is filled with love, lots and lots of gratitude, and so much joy to see you guys. Thank you for joining our Tarot and Chill. How much fun was it to see you all? Man, we got some good messages. I'm gonna have to find a pomegranate and listen to this later. I'm not gonna sleep until I'm gonna be on the plane thinking about pomegranate.
I know, I'm definitely gonna play this one back. There was some really good nuggets in there.
Oh yes, and to all of our soul family who we haven't seen in a while, it's lovely to see you. Always a blessing. And to anybody that was in the chat that didn't drop in and actually say hi, thank you for stopping by. It's always great to see you all as well, and I'm just honored and filled with gratitude. And the next time you guys see me, I'll be in England, so stay tuned and lots of fun. I'm gonna just do some random lives on Instagram, so stay posted, and hopefully we'll get to share a bit of English fun with you all. So I'm looking forward to it. A little bit of fun in the sun. So thank you all for being here. Do a little love splash and send you off with a namaste. Have an absolutely lovely rest of your day.